Jake Paul, I mean, as of right now, for what he's doing, it's good for what he's doing. But once he fights a real fighter, it's gonna be bad.
You got two fake fighters. Fake fighter. I'm a real fighter.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Right here, please.
Yep.
All right, hang on.
Yep.
I want you on the way.
Looking over here. What's up? You wanna run it 2 in one night? What's up? You wanna run it 2 in one night?
Absolutely.
You wanna run it 2 in one night?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen.
Yes, sir.
Get the paperwork for this bum.
Get Al Heyman.
Absolutely. I need Al Heyman.
Let me call Al Heyman.
I'm my own
Let's make it
boss.
happen.
I'm my own
2 in
boss.
one night. Got your hat.
Jake Paul, right now, for what he's doing, it's working for him. But the moment he steps into the ring with an actual professional fighter, it's not going to end well. You've got two pretend fighters out here. I'm a real fighter. Though, thank you. 50 Cent just called out Floyd Mayweather for being afraid to fight Jake Paul. And let's just say, Floyd isn't happy about it. But that's not even the craziest part. Rumor has it that Floyd might have even sent some threats over airing him out to one of his biggest rivals. And here's the kicker, 50 might actually have a valid point.
There's really no excuse for him to fight me other than he knows he's going to lose. And he says, what? He goes, what? I'm a mimic Floyd. Once you fight a real fighter, I mean, what he's doing is good, but once you fight a real fighter, all that shit is gone.
So grab your popcorn, because we need to break this down. There's really no reason for him not to fight me, other than the fact that he knows he's going to lose. He says, I'm imitating Floyd, but once he fights a real opponent, all of that goes out the window. Looks like 50 Cent is out here getting his payback on Floyd Mayweather. Because let's be honest, Floyd thought he was being slick, throwing shade at Jake Paul while low-key dodging a fight with the 28-year-old. But 50 is making sure everyone knows exactly why Floyd doesn't want any part of this fight. For context, just a few days ago on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy didn't hold back. He straight up asked Floyd about facing Jake Paul. But Floyd dismissed the idea almost immediately, like he didn't even want to be part of that conversation. And if you've been keeping up, you know this has been one of the most talked about potential fights in the sports world, especially after that messy situation with Logan Paul. But here's where things get interesting. Since then, Jake and Floyd have been trading shots, taking every opportunity to go after each other. And trust me, things are only getting messier.
Walking down the street and Floyd was waiting in 3 different cars with 3 different groups of goons. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, boom, Floyd's right there. And I was like, all right, like what's up, Floyd? And these dudes slowly started to create this like surrounding barrier around me. They attacked at the right time because like there was a wall. When I see these guys and I look in their eyes, I was like, I'm out. This is probably why the Dolphins are calling. The guy swipes at me. The Dolphins aren't calling, guys. I don't know if you can pick up on that. I'll never be in the NFL.
Fast forward to 2023, Jake was casually leaving an NBA game when Floyd Mayweather and his entire entourage rolled up on him. And we're not talking about a few guys. Jake claims around 40 men surrounded him, taunting him over the hat incident. Yeah, Floyd never let that slide, and Jake never forgot the embarrassment. Ever since then, Jake has been calling for a fight, determined to settle this in the ring once and for all. When the idea of Jake Paul versus Floyd Mayweather first came up in 2021, Floyd initially made it seem like he was open to it. He even wrote, "This year, I will focus on several exhibitions. I will have an exhibition in Tokyo, Japan again, of course, the one with Logan Paul and I. And if Jake Paul can get past his next opponent, Ben Askren, I will have an exhibition with him as well." If anyone needed proof that Floyd was just posturing, here it is. Jake Paul actually won his fight against Ben Askren, and he did it in under 2 minutes. But instead of stepping up, Floyd hit him with another condition, saying he'd only fight if Jake dropped down to 160 pounds. To Jake, this was straight up ridiculous, because, let's be real, their weight difference wasn't even that extreme. Without missing a beat, Jake clapped back at Floyd saying, "Floyd, I will fight you, and you know it would be one of the biggest fights in boxing. I weigh 175, you weigh 165. We can make that happen and pull in a couple $100 million. But what's your excuse? You didn't care what my brother weighed, so why do you care what I weigh? Oh, because you know exactly what's going to happen." It was clear. Floyd was just making excuses to avoid the fight. He was getting older and had been retired for years. But here's the thing. Floyd and Logan Paul weren't the same weight either, yet Floyd still stepped in the ring with him. And let's be honest, that fight didn't go how Floyd expected. In fact, according to Logan, their 2021 exhibition match left Floyd frustrated with the outcome because it was the only fight in his career that didn't officially count as a win. And here's what Logan had to say about why Floyd was avoiding a rematch. I think it's because when he fought me, even as an amateur boxer, 2-3 years in, I landed way too many punches, and he wasn't able to knock me out. Floyd realized that night that weight matters. And now his new rule is you have to be his weight, 160 pounds. But y'all, this is the same Floyd who went on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, talking about how Jake Paul would be an easy fight for him. Easy. Too easy. At 48, still too easy. I mean, making bold claims like that while dodging the fight? That's just embarrassing. When Jimmy reminded Floyd about Jake Paul's big win against Mike Tyson, Floyd just laughed it off, acting like it meant nothing. But let's be honest, this isn't the first time Floyd has thrown shade at Jake for picking opponents outside of his age and weight class. Right after Jake's victory over Tyson, Floyd went even further, calling the whole fight scripted and questioning Jake's choice of opponents. And let's not forget, this fight broke viewership records, pulling in over 48 million views. But Floyd wasn't impressed. Instead, he brushed it off, telling Jimmy Fallon, "When you watch boxing for free, you can have millions and millions of views. But when you watch Floyd Mayweather, you have to pay. It's real." And in an interview with TMZ, Floyd didn't change his stance. He doubled down, saying, "Jake Paul, for what he's doing right now, it's good. But once he steps into the ring with a real fighter, it's going to be bad. One thing I do respect is that he's selling it, making good money, and keeping people entertained." When Jake Paul and Logan caught wind of Floyd's comments, they weren't surprised. Jake knew Floyd was dodging him, just like he had been for years. So once again, Jake threw down the challenge, step in the ring. But Floyd? More excuses. Jake wasn't having it. He took to X, publicly calling Floyd a bum before saying he'd knock him out in under 2 rounds. Now, let's rewind to when Jake pulled his infamous gotcha hat stunt. 50 Cent couldn't resist clowning Floyd, posting a screenshot of Floyd's reaction and mocking him. And with all this drama between Floyd and Jake, fans couldn't help but remember the long-standing beef between Floyd and 50 Cent. At this point, it's clear Floyd isn't going to step in the ring unless everything is on his terms. But what do y'all think? Is Floyd dodging Jake, or is there more to the story? Drop your thoughts in the comments and stay tuned for more celebrity drama.